Have one. Anyone who works or lives in Indiana can get a COVID test for free. For more information, go to coronavirus.in.gov. Health officials continue to ask Hoosiers to do their part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Tonight, a woman whose father-in-law survived the virus after a long and scary battle is sharing the same message.
Try to do everything you can to keep your family, your loved ones, and yourself safe. It's because you don't want to be in the situation we were in, There's a lot of guilt when you may have been the reason one of your family members got COVID. Being told he was going to die was really, really scary.
Stephanie Singh's father-in-law spent more than 100 days on a ventilator. The recovery process also took months. Hospitals are preparing for an even bigger surge in COVID cases and patients caused by Thanksgiving gatherings and travel. As the holiday season continues, health officials say there are simple steps you can take to help stop the spread. For example, when you're shopping.
So some of the things that you can do in addition to the masking and the hand hygiene are looking at some of the peak times of busyness at the store and try to go during an off time, either early in the morning, right when the store opens, or at the end of the day when it's not at the rush. The thing about these stores is that if someone with COVID shops before you, it's possible it could linger in the air for a little bit after they've even left the shop. So just ensuring that you're wearing your mask appropriately. Don't pull it down below your nose. The masks have to cover both the nose and the mouth to be effective.
Many stores, including local businesses, are offering delivery and curbside pickup. Now to the forecast. WRTV meteorologist Alyssa Donovan joining us now, helping you prepare for that weekend. Glad it's Friday.
Yeah, I'm glad it's Friday. However, it is a cold Friday, Mark. Temperatures have just hit freezing here in Indianapolis, 32 degrees. Actually feels a little colder when you step outside. Feels more like the 20s right now. And that's because we are starting to see those winds shift. We have this cooler air mass that's going to be in place for the weekend, and that's starting to come down from the Canadian border, and that's going to continue to push in that northerly cool air as we head over the next couple hours here. So we're going to see a big change with those temperatures by tomorrow morning. We'll be into the 20s, and then we'll only climb close to 40 degrees by the noon hour. Also the possibility of some patchy fog developing overnight because we are seeing those clear skies. Coming up, I'll have more details on the full weekend forecast.
Now to Hiring Hoosiers. That's our commitment to connecting you to educational and career opportunities. We start with an announcement to bring new life and new jobs to the site of the former GM stamping plant in downtown Indianapolis. Elanco Animal Health plans to build a new headquarters at the location. Elanco is the second largest independent animal health company in the world. It plans to invest more than $300 million into making Indianapolis its home base, according to the Indiana Economic Development Corporation. Officials say the proposal also includes adding up to 575 new jobs by the end of the year 2030. Today's news comes about 1 year after a development company backed out of a plan to build apartments, restaurants, and retail along the 103 acres of land. The project is set to break ground in the coming months. If you're looking to make a career change, a nonprofit coding and technology school is accepting students. 23-year-old Savannah Cox was working as a general manager at a national fast food chain when she started taking a software development course at 1150 Academy. Now, just 6 months later, she's a software engineer.
I just graduated 1150 Academy in September, and I actually became a learning assistant shortly after I graduated, and then I landed a job.
Leaders with 1150 say Cox's success story is not unusual, and with hundreds of thousands of Hoosiers losing their jobs due to the pandemic, more people are turning to 1150. President and founder Scott Jones tells WRTV the Academy went from 100 students at any given time to as many as 1,250 in recent months. Jones says it's a small commitment that can lead to a stable career path no matter your background.
It's a very diverse group of students. So we have anywhere from 18 to 65-year-olds in the program. And by the way, we offer intro classes about every week so that you can dip your toe in the water with no, you don't have to commit 12 weeks. You can try it for 3 hours and see how it fits.
If you're looking to make a leap into the tech industry, I would say do it. There is no better time than the present. I would also let them know that there are tons of transferable skills in the tech industry other than just the technical skills. A lot of, what were those skills called? So a lot of your soft skills are very easily transferable when you come into the tech industry.
Right now, 1150 Academy teaches courses virtually for health and safety reasons. For more information, go to hiringhoosiers.com. Martin University and Ivy Tech are teaming up to better assist minority students in making classroom-to-career connections. They also want to help employers that are looking to create more inclusive workforces. The partnership will focus on paid internships and other career development experiences. Martin is Indiana's only predominantly black institution that offers four-year undergraduate and master's degrees. Leaders with both institutions say by working together, they can make a larger impact on racial equality and inclusion across the Hoosier state. Small businesses in Carmel are teaming up to make shopping local a special experience for their customers. Today, the shops at Carmel City Center hosted a Sip and Shop Late event. Now, 4 local businesses offer complimentary white wine tastings, peppermint white Russians, and apple cider sangria, all offered holiday discounts and promotions.
I think people are excited to have an event to come to where there's, different things going on, different deals with each business, and drinks at the different businesses. So it's a great opportunity to remind people of the small businesses that are still open this holiday season.
The event also served as a toy drive. Donations will benefit Peyton Manning Children's Hospital at Ascension St. Vincent. It's that time of year. The WRTV sports team is bringing you high school hoops. See some of Central Indiana's top matchups a little later.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
And we are in store for a little bit of a cool down as we head into the weekend. The good news is it is going to be a dry weekend and actually a dry sweat stretch of quiet weather over the next couple days here. As we head into next week, we're also going to see a warming trend. So we're cooling down over the next couple days, but then we are back close to 50 degrees by next weekend. Tonight, we are seeing those clear skies across the area. 32 degrees right now in Indianapolis. Feels a little bit more like we're in the 20s already, and that's because we do have those light winds. They're starting to shift and become a little bit more northwesterly, and that's going to help usher in that cooler and drier air from the north. That's going to take over as we head into this weekend. Today, our high was 50 degrees. Usually, we're right around 43 degrees for our daytime highs, so we were a bit above average, and we're going to be below average over the next couple days before we creep back up into next week. Looking at our satellite and radar, you can see those clear skies have taken over. Now, these clear skies are also going to help with some patchy fog development overnight, especially if you are in central or south central Indiana. That's where we're seeing that possibility this evening. That's because that's pulling some of the moisture from this system as well. So we have that high pressure taking over overnight, and then we are going to see that potential development by tomorrow morning. That system is going to continue to pull any cloud coverage off to the east, and we are going to be left with clear skies overnight and into the morning. Temperatures are dropping into the 20s, and that's really where we should be this time of year with our morning lows. So it is going to be a chilly start, but it is December. That's what it should feel like outside. Looking ahead to the weekend, Saturday, a cool day, a dry day. The good news is we'll see some sunshine by the afternoon as that high pressure moves into place. 41 on Saturday. Sunday, 40 degrees for our high. Partly cloudy skies, a little bit more cloud coverage as we head into the afternoon, and that's just due to a disturbance that's going to move across the area. Looks like it could bring a few flurries to us, but besides that, mostly just going to see those cloudy skies. Looking ahead to the 7-day forecast, going to stay cold to start our week in the 30s on Monday with partly sunny skies. Those overnight lows going to stay in the 20s to start our week as well. So we're going to see some cool mornings ahead, and then we're going to start creeping up. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday will be into the mid 40s, back into the 50s by Friday.
Alyssa, thank you. Your donations to the WRTV Toy Drive will go to local organizations that serve the community all year round. During the holidays, many places go from stocking pantries to stuffing stockings.
Hello, I'm Marcus Castile, and I'm the Associate Pastor of the Grace Care Center located here in Noblesville. The need for our families is really great in this area. We service over 800 families that come to us every week from northern Marion County as well as Hamilton County who find themselves in need, trying to put food on the table and caring for their families. In January, we were able to open the brand new Care Center here at 146th Street. The Care Center comprises of 4 different ministries that together make up the Care Center. We're standing in the Choice Food Pantry, which allows families to come in and pick and choose exactly which items they would like to feed their family. family. We also have a vehicle ministry, referral services, as well as English classes. To run an operation like this that serves over 800 families every week, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of volunteer time, and it also takes a lot of donations. As Christmas approaches, many families find themselves in a different type of need. It moves from providing food on the table to trying to provide an experience for the kids and their families. The kids do not get to choose which family they grow up in. And so when a kid is in a family that is in need, they still have the same desires as all of us do of getting presents and giving presents. That's why we really love how the toy drive is actually set up. It blesses not only the kids who are receiving the toys, but it also blesses the families who can actually provide, the parents who can provide those toys for their kids and to give them that experience. One story that will always stick with me is one of our families who came in to shop. The kids were preoccupied at a coloring station, so the parents can come into the store and the kids are not a part of that. And the mom was going through and she saw one of these items that was actually on her kids' Christmas list. So she was just overwhelmed with emotion that she could actually provide the gift that her daughter actually wanted that year. It's really great to be in the toy store when it's open and our families get to come in. To see the joy on the face of the parent is almost the same joy that the kid gets on Christmas Day when he opens it, because a parent gets to exactly pick which toy they know that their child wants. And so to give them that choice gives an experience to the parent in that moment that is very different than just receiving a toy that they didn't select and then providing that as a gift. And so we all have that desire to be able to provide for our families. And so to be able to give that to our families is just a wonderful experience. It's really a joy to see that this is the 20th year for the WRTV toy drive, and it's been a huge blessing. For the last 5 years, our partnership with them, it has impacted hundreds and hundreds of kids' lives each and every year, not only here at the Care Center, but all over Central Indiana. So on behalf of each one of those families, I really want to say thank you to WRTV and all of their employees and everybody who makes this possible. So thank you so much.
And thank you for the work you do. Tomorrow, members of the WRTV team will collect donations outside of the Fashion Mall, Castleton Square Mall, Hamilton Town Center, and Greenwood Park Mall. You can also drop off items at U-Store locations across Central Indiana. For more information, go to WRTV.com/toy drive. WRTV modified our toy drive plans, collecting toys outside only to keep you safe from the spread of COVID. If you're worried about the risks of donating to any sort of food or toy drive this year, Lindsay Thies with our partners at Newsy is getting answers.
As the holiday season begins, you might be wondering about the risks of getting sick with COVID-19 as you make plans to celebrate. We asked the experts, what's the risk of having a donation drive, like for canned foods or toys or coats during this holiday season? Their take, a donation drive is low risk.
So the idea of doing a food drive or clothing drive, I think, is still a fantastic one. And again, here, because the virus does not tend to live for long periods of time on surfaces.
I think the importance is there, that you are taking some non-perishable items and donating those. I think that's a great way to pitch in and help people out.
You can participate in them safely. Precautions should be taken on the other side when they're then distributing, again, to assure that people are engaging in hand hygiene and lowering that risk as much as possible.
Monitoring things closely as far as who's coming in to pick up or deliver or drop off. We can do this safely. We can support each other, and we can still really all participate in that idea of giving and generosity this season.
For more information on what is low, medium, or high risk, visit newsy.com/what's the risk.
From the station working for you, this is WRTV News at 11, streaming now.
High school hoops in the middle of a pandemic. The scene at Zionsville, like many around the state. Crowds limited to just parents and immediate family of players, roughly 200 fans in total. Benches socially distanced, no raucous student sections, no pep bands, but the games go on. Westfield built a 13-point lead on the road. Braden Smith on the drive. Nice dish to Matthew Penley. The senior finishes at the rim. More from the visitors. This time it's Smith on the back end of the assist. Nice pass from Cam Hafner. Westfield led by 10 going to the fourth. But the Eagles would get back in it. 6'9" sophomore Nicholas Riekert working the post. Nice spin move and finish with the left hand. Got the margin down to single digits. Couple minutes to go. Zionsville got it down to 3. Logan Imes with the nice dribble. Step back triple, led the Eagles in scoring tonight. But the Rocks close it out. Scramble for the loose ball. Smith gets it ahead to Nick DePasquale. He finishes with the and one. Westfield wins it 47-38. Limited attendance at Carmel's Eric Clark Activity Center. Roughly 25% capacity cap. More the same. Masks, social distancing. Greyhounds in total control from the tip, taking on Lawrence Central tonight. Pete Suter knocks down the three to close out the first quarter. A 15-2 start for Carmel. 3 more to open the second frame. Senior captain Brian Waddell with the quick hitter from the corner. Hounds spreading around the points tonight. LC had some good energy early. Jacob Franklin drives the lane. He would get the friendly roll on the road. But Carmel is in the conversation among the state's very best teams. Pete Suter again scores off the dribble this time. He scored in double figures. Carmel gets out on the break. Later in the second quarter, Connor Goya off the rebound rifles one ahead to Bryce Berry. Carmel wins it 64-35. Dave Merritt continues our Friday night coverage from the north side.
Hoops at Brebeuf tonight. Families masked up and ready to go as the Cathedral Irish would pay a visit. Here, Jason Edwards nails the three. Brebeuf comes right back. Darren Bryway drives and scores. But from there, the Irish would get hot. Jake Davis hits from outside. And then Vincent Bradley also from three-point land. Cathedral would go on to get the win tonight, 70-58. Over to North Central, new head coach Jason Gardner, former Panther himself. As you can see, he owns some real estate there in the trophy case from his playing days. Opening up tonight against Indianapolis Tech, North Central's Quentin Boyd, the rebound and putback. Then B.J. Williams drives, pulls back, and hits. Set back the other way. Gabe McQuarrie drives and gets the reverse lay-in to fall. But this one belongs to the Panthers. Big lead in the second half. Here, Terrell Galbraith hits from the corner. The Panthers, the 91-55 win. Head coach Jason Gardner after the game.
Overall, was really pleased with the way the guys had effort, throughout the whole game, and everybody kind of came in, contributed. So, was definitely pleased with how they played tonight. It felt good for me. I felt like I kind of got the nerves like I was playing, So I think it's important for the whole staff. Everybody on staff has went to North Central.
Dave Marin, WRTV Sports.
Purdue had its hands full with Valparaiso tonight at Mackey Arena, at least in the first half. Crusaders led 34-23 at the break. Purdue finally got something going in the second. Sasha Stefanovic found the hot hand again from outside. 4 3-pointers in the game. He led Purdue's scoring with 19. Purdue able to get control in the final 8 minutes. Isaiah Thompson scored 8 of his 14 in that stretch. They shot just 35% from the field, but it was enough for a Boilermakers win, 68-61. They play at Miami in the Big Ten ACC Challenge on Tuesday. The NBA has released the first half of the new season schedule. The Pacers will begin with no fans at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. The home opener December 23rd against the Knicks. 5 of the first 6 will be home games. The team says there will be no public ticket sales to start the season, but they are looking forward to welcoming fans back in January. Details on those plans will be announced in the weeks ahead. Brad Brown, WRTV Sports.
A cool start to Saturday morning. Temperatures dropping into the 20s and will only climb into the low 40s this weekend. 41 on Saturday, 40 on Sunday. We will see some sunshine Saturday, a little bit more cloud coverage Sunday, and then we do have a warming trend as we head through next week.
That does it for us here on a Friday night for WRTV News at 11. It's been great having you along. Join Nicole for WRTV News.